Hello, I'm Pearl Fontaine. Welcome to National Focus. Topping the headlines, Director General of PAHO encourages Dominica's youth to aspire to achieve goals. Government officials agree that partnership will enhance operations at the Roseau Market and Dominica to observe Flag Day on Wednesday. All these stories and more when National Focus returns.
Documentaries and in-depth discussions, community walkthroughs, and Yes We Care. See it all on GIS Channel 7, Channel 7, Channel 7, Channel 7, Channel 7, Channel
7. Welcome back. Time now for the details of the news. Dominica's youth minister and former healthcare professional, Honorable Justina Charles, has showered words of praise on Dr. Carissa Etienne on her recent appointment as PAHO's new Director General. Minister Charles expressed her sentiments about Dr. Etienne's accomplishments during a youth lecture at the Arawak House of Culture on Tuesday morning.
I want to say I think I also have that special connection with Dr. Etienne, and I was even more proud knowing that Dr. Etienne, as a nurse, we worked along in primary health care. And to me, Dr. Etienne is also one of my mentors, and I admire Dr. Etienne, her resilience, her persistence, and her knowledge and the way in which she executed her duty. And so I am even more elated to know that out of our little soil in Dominica, our little country, from primary health care to a medical officer to primary health care, she has made that mark where she could have succeeded in holding such prestigious position. And so I really want to say, I am very, very proud.
Dr. Etienne, who is considered a great mentor, volunteered some of her time on Tuesday to speak to students from various schools. The youth minister is encouraged by the initiative of Dr. Etienne to share her experiences with the youth of Dominica.
And I think Dr. Etienne now realizes that our young persons need mentors, and they need persons that will encourage them. They need persons that will work with them to ensure that they too can succeed. Because her path, I am certain, was not an easy one.
The youth lecture was done in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development. And secondary school students here have been encouraged to reach for their goals. These words of encouragement have come from the newly appointed Director of the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, Dr. Carissa Etienne. Dr. Etienne shared elements of her personal life story with the students during a lecture at the Arawak House of Culture on Tuesday.
As I speak to you this morning, I speak for you from that standpoint. From a standpoint that yes, we can. And I want each one of you to tell yourself, yes, I can. Because indeed you can. And as I share about my own life story, I will be doing it not for my own elevation, because I don't need it, you understand? After you've journeyed so much, you don't need that elevation. But I share it because of you. So you can have the hope and the confidence so you know, yes, I can make it. Because I didn't fall from the sky and was placed high. I journeyed like you.
Dr. Etienne says her recent elevation to her current position augurs well for Dominica as a maturing state and should serve as an inspiration for others to excel.
The election to the Director of PAHO position is an honor and a privilege not only for me, but for our country, Dominica. Because what it says is that our country is and has matured sufficiently that we can contribute at a very high level internationally and regionally. And this is, for a country, something to be proud of. So don't be proud of it because of me. And don't be proud of it because It's a Dominican. Be proud of it because it is your country. It is your country. And this is what defines us as a country. Yes, our beautiful trees and our beautiful mountains and our river falls, but what distinguishes us as a country is our people. Our people. You sitting in those seats, you at schools, those of us who toil the soil, who work in public service and other services, this is what defines us as a people.
Tuesday's lecture by Dr. Etienne also afforded the students an opportunity to ask questions. As part of activities leading up to Dominica's independence celebrations on November 3rd, Dominica will observe Flag Day or Journée Drapeau on Wednesday, October 31, 2012. Cultural Projects Officer at the Cultural Division, Gregory Rabes, in an interview with GIS News, said the purpose of Flag Day is to bring about a greater appreciation for the country's national identity. He is encouraging Dominicans at home and abroad to display the Dominica flag throughout the day.
Flag Day was instituted some years ago by the Cultural Division as part of independence celebrations. As a way for the population to display the flag, give recognition to our flag, because the flag is one of the symbols of our nationhood, our national identity, and it's a tangible reflection of that. This is our basically our carte d'identité, our identity card when we talk about the country and as a whole. So it was an effort to get people to appreciate the flag, understand what the various components of the flag, what they mean, and to display the flag at offices, outside your homes, in your vehicles, and just so that all that helps, especially during the independence period, to rally our people around the flag, as the popular song says, rally around the flag.
Dominica's flag was legally established by Act No. 18 of 1978 of the National Emblems of Dominica Act, which was signed by the then Governor Sir Luce on October 31, 1978. It was gazetted on November 1, 1978 and became effective on November 3rd that same year. Dominica's flag has a green background representing the forested island. A cross made up of 3 bands representing the Trinity of God is white, black, and yellow in color, and the cross itself demonstrates belief in God. In more news, the theme for this year's independence celebrations, Partnering for Further Progress and Development, is being taken very seriously by government, especially in the agricultural sector. Acting Prime Minister at Market Day with a Difference last Saturday, Honorable Ambrose George told the public that pooling the resources of private citizens with that of the public sector can do much good for Dominica's development.
We need to search continuously for innovative ways to combine the scarce resources of government with those of the private sector in order to achieve economic growth and development. We need to look beyond just agriculture and crop production and livestock production and embrace the other sectors identified in the National Export Strategy, including agro-processing, energy and natural resources, cultural industries, tourism, and professional services to improve our export performance and the livelihoods of our citizens.
Deputy Chairman of Dominica Export-Import Agency, now Export Dominica, McCarthy Marie, also believes that cooperation among the Ministry of Agriculture, Dominicans and corporate citizens to enhance the market center is a productive move.
We have the view that the enhancement of the facilities will persuade those persons who are vending marketable commodities in the city to return to the market. Because we know actually vending outside of the market area is actually outside of the law. And we would wish everybody to come back to the market within the ambit of the beautiful market to vend the produce. But while we attempt to introduce measures to enhance the facilities, we wish to appeal to the other stakeholders to work in partnership with us to enforce the legislation and discourage the vending of marketable commodities all over the city. It is not sometimes only unhygienic, but especially from the point of view of our visitors and the people who eat in our restaurants, it doesn't give the greatest confidence in what's being served. So if we have everything back in the market that's under control situation, where sanitation is approved and sanitation is guaranteed, we think it will lift up not only the appearance of the city, but it will also guarantee that the public who buys commodities are having safe food to buy.
A common theme in Market Day with a Difference addresses was emphasis on centralizing vending operations within the boundaries of the Roseau Market. Officials are appealing for produce vendors throughout the city to set up instead in the area designated for that activity. Honorable Ambrose George spoke specifically to vendors about their detrimental role in the task of improving the Roseau Market experience.
How do you at the Roseau Market participate in that partnership for the future progress and development of the country? Our role is to provide the necessary retail environment that will entice persons to come to do business at the market. Your role is to work in partnership with the farmers in providing safe and quality products to your customers. A stronger partnership is required with the Roseau Market Authority in hosting Market Day on your behalf. As market vendors, your #1 goal is to make the Roseau Market the most important outlet for the distribution of fruits and vegetables in the city.
The minister communicated that government is dedicated to doing its part as well, primarily to provide an enabling environment through policy decisions. In related news, Acting Minister for Trade, Honorable Alvin Bernard, also delivered a speech to Market Day with a Difference that had to do with partnership at the Roseau Market.
The theme of our 34th year of independence celebrations is partnering for further progress and development. There are very few examples of any activity of partnering like that which happens in the Roseau Market. In order to be a successful enterprise, the market must rely on backward linkages with farmers and hucksters and forward linkages with a variety of customers, individuals and households, tourists, restaurants, and small businesses.
Honorable Bernard listed a number of issues that have the potential to negatively affect local agricultural production and consumption. He said, however, that the government has taken and will seek to take timely steps to address those hindrances.
The government of Dominica recognizes that there are significant challenges confronting the enterprise. These include changing weather patterns, aging of active farmers and limited farm labor, the high cost of agricultural inputs, and diseases such as black cickatoga and citrus greening. Notwithstanding, the government of Dominica believes that there are new opportunities amidst these challenges. For this reason, government has provided and continues to provide support in the form of physical infrastructure, access to financing, and policy implementation.
Honorable Alvin Bernard further explained that the Roseau Market was meant as a center for vending local produce. He wants, with the modern improvements made in the area, for the market to be a hub for trade.
Recently, there is no doubt that the Roseau Market and environs has emerged as a major focal point of business activity in the city. And there can be no ambiguity that the infrastructural improvements in the immediate area is a significant contributing factor. Not only there is increased human traffic, but new businesses have also been attracted to the area the improved road access and the new Dominica-China Friendship Bridge has been a new source of excitement. The planned Roseau Promenade and the Roseau Market upgrade and rehabilitation into a comparable yet competitive facility, not only in terms of the physical infrastructure, but also in the content and quality of service, will significantly advance the ongoing urban renewal program.
The Honourable Minister is confident that with further enhancement and cooperation, the Roseau Market will represent an improved standard of living and can upgrade the city of Roseau.
The challenge going forward is a vision of a new Roseau Market in a new Roseau, rising to the occasion with increased opportunities to the farmers, impacting the lifestyle of the local population, integrated into a national tourism product, becoming more enterprising, thereby creating more opportunities for increased and improved farm production and more employment on the retail side. There is an old saying, as you think, so shall you be. In other words, what the mind can conceive, one can achieve. The government of Dominica is committed to creating the enabling environment by addressing the constraints and capitalizing on emerging opportunities. This challenge is extended to Dominicans at home and abroad because this government, the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, led by Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party, recognizes our brothers and sisters living overseas as a national resource. Therefore, I take this opportunity to welcome all returning citizens and other visitors to our celebrations. Most of you will not only have the pleasure of our world-renowned hospitality, but you will also have the opportunity to witness firsthand the achievements of the government and the people of Dominica.
And that's the English segment of the news. We now join McPherson St. Luce for the Creole highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à ces nouvelles en Creole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, chef paro dominicain Dr. Carissa Etienne tient une lecture et puis étudiant l'école secondaire en Roseau aujourd'hui. Ministre éducation a organisé lecture salam où la Dr. Etienne parlait bas étudiant là, activement et puis comment il vivait état là hier à présent. Dr. Etienne aussi avisé ces étudiants là manière pour vivre état là.
Aujourd'hui, mon cal parler bas c'est enfants l'école, grand l'école. Pour discuter avec eux la vie, non la vie. Comment faire un petit fille hors massacre ça arriver à place ça là. Et pour ça comme exemple pour bailler plus confiance, espoir parce que yo tout ça fait. Tout dit yo ni en dit dans yo parler avec yo comment c'est important travail word c'est important pour excellence pas même un travail pour travail mais pour oui c'est strive for excellence oui pour garder pour excellence comment c'est important ça yo fait actuellement vers la vie yo ça que gouvernement gouverner comment yo la vie yo temps pour venir aussi pour garder tout le monde et trouver un monde que un role model yo vle la vie yo patanasi non comment monde ça là try li contre monde ça là try parler pour monde ça là pour ouais puis monde ça mon quoi monde ça d'être struggle aussi oui quand nous ça discuter la vie nous yon pour yon il y a confiance il y a espoir pour l'autre c'est pour ça moi quand parler bas ces jeunes mono comment faire moi en TV aller à l'école ni pied tout à massacre comment faire nous ça arriver là
La nouvelle acting premier ministre à l'Est là honorable Ambrose George qu'a fait parole qui thème là pour indépendant qu'a considéré bien important par le gouvernement Dominique. Honorable George fait parole cela pendant journée la place Roseau samedi qui passait. Ministre George dit thème l'année cela autant sérieux et spécialement en secteur agricole. Honorable George criait pour ressources citoyennes publiques, brancher et puis ça secteur privé, ça même ça fait autant pour le développement pays là. En même temps aussi, député chairman pour Dexia, McPherson, car aussi que coopération entre ministre agricole et puis d'autres citoyens, ça fait contribution pour avancer la place production agricole ici en Dominique. En d'autres nouvelles, ça fait au la droit pour qu'apparaît différentes occasions qu'a symboliser l'identité au pays. Parole cela, sortir officier culture Gregory Rabes, Dominique qui observe journée droit pour mercredi semaine cela. Division culture Dominique qui a organisé activité là.
Vous savez tout côté Dominique, vous savez droit pour qu'a volé en l'air comme ici, flying in English, et puis vous savez en magasin, en l'office, Bokaimoun, en voiture, comme ça, ce qu'on ouais, droit pour Dominique, symbole identité nation Dominique là. Tout partout en Dominique. Les gens viennent de l'autre pays pour participer dans toutes ces fêtes là, il y a le Creole Music Festival, il y a un bel drapeau Dominique. Moi-même, par exemple, expérience l'autre pays, place qu'on pays Angleterre, Londres comme ça, les gens ont drapeau Dominique, ça fait adon j'en plaisir mais yo ni enterré puis vous savez manière drapeau ailleurs ni on paye au chien mi-temps c'est cool et premier bail yo dit comme si yo ka un drapeau yo ka c'est un symbole écologique, ça veut dire en anglais un ecological sign or symbol, et puis yo ka dit eh ben mais nous ka dit Dominique c'est île native de la Caraïbe, nature island de la Caraïbe, et ben en sens ça là drapeau ka représenter vous savez, île native de la Caraïbe, Dominique, Nature Island de la Caraïbe.
Et puis finalement, plusieurs Dominicains et puis organisations qui déjà fait en contribution pour le développement pays là, qui tapé recognition Meritorious Service Award, journée nationale samedi qui vient. Monsieur Léo Jules Bernard Nicolas, qui reçoit award pour les affaires en World Trade Union, ensemble et puis George Alexander Roy, en one service public, tapé deuxième plus gros l'honneur Cicero Honor of Award. Troisième l'honneur Meritorious Service Award, qui est allé pour Bishop Bill Daniel, Pastoral Ministry, Clement Cathy pour Management Cooperative, Fred Nicholas, affaires musique, Steve Hyacinth, drummer, Mission Vosh, Association Dominic St. Thomas, et puis Rollins Jemot, affaires Trade Union Leadership. D'autres monde qui tapé médaille l'honneur Medal of Honor, c'est Renita Sighenhala, Algernon Fingol, Austin Harris et puis Harold Sealing. Long Service Medal qui est allé pour John James en santé et puis Peterson Austrie en affaires éducation. Par WhatsApp qui prend place en Stadium Windsor Park qui a commencé à 8h samedi journée nationale. Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, qui est aussi délivré en l'Ouest pour national à ce jour-là, et qui est aussi ni par différents départements gouvernement en parmi d'autres bagailles. Nous ici en service information gouvernement, qui a souhaité tous ces gens-là qui reçoivent l'honneur journée nationale l'année là. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moins, c'est McPherson, c'est Luce, qui souhaite tout le monde une bonne saison en dépendant. Au revoir.
Up next is the tip of the day.
Hello, I'm Felix Anderson. Afternoon, and I'm here to tell you why it's better to buy your bag bread looking like this and not like Diabansak, a pig in a poke, a cat in a bag. Come on, if it's bagged, it's got to be tagged. Let me show you what I mean. Excuse me, ma'am. You know if that bread is fresh?
Of course it's fresh. I buy it every day.
But you sure it's fresh?
You're not fresh. Excuse me.
Hey, but look at, If it's bagged, it's got to be tagged. Bakers, consumers, and retailers, please ensure that all your bagged bakery products clearly display brand name, product name, batch number, net contents, country of origin, list of ingredients, expiry date, identification code, and other important information about the product. Check the Dominica Bureau of Standards for details. So, am I right or am I right?
Today's tip of the day is about the benefits of drinking water. There are numerous benefits to drinking water, from keeping healthy and hydrated to clearing up acne. You may already be getting some of these benefits without even knowing it. Water contains many valuable minerals and nutrients that your body needs to function properly. Drinking water before bedtime is one of the best ways to help your body store those nutrients and minerals you need to stay healthy and strong. And that's National Focus. As usual, we invite your suggestions or comments. Please feel free to drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm, or you can visit our website at news.gov.dm, or you could visit our GIS Dominica pages on both YouTube and Facebook. On behalf of the entire news production team, I'm Fontaine. Thanks for watching.